Boateng opened the scoring tonight for Bengaluru. Minute 20 seconds on the clock. Calderon hurdles a couple of challenges. Raphael do move forward with pace, Chennai. Nelson got JJ up with him. Good challenge by Adanta.
Big 20 minutes coming up now for Chennai.
A lovely ball from Nelson through the legs. Thapar gets the shot in, blocked by John Johnson. Will be a corner. Oh, he's saying a throw.
That's what these centre halves do well. For Bengaluru, they do get in the way of a lot of shots. They block and block and block.
Thapar forced cross field. Calderon. JJ, little bit of space, had it taken off his toe by Raphael. All the way up to Miku, who's the furthest man forward, or hauled down by Sereno, who's going to be off here. Is going to be a second yellow card for Enrique Sereno, and he will be sent off for hauling down Miku. And he needs to watch his step because he's right in the face of the referee, and that's a little bit naughty from Sereno, but he has been sent off. The Chennai captain takes off the armband, and he'll get applause from the crowd, but well, he's cost his side here, and they're down to 10 men.
Well, he gets a little bit hot under the collar now and again, and he's on the halfway line there. His collar now and again for the ball is up and over the top of Miku, but that wasn't the problem. It's the little tug afterwards. You know you're on the half line, there's no danger, you don't have to win the ball. He's not a threat to score on the halfway line, just stay out of it.
Well, Mailson was coming around as well. Just a little bit of a rush of blood to the head from Enrique Sereno. So a reorganisation for Chennai. Looks like Calderon's going into a central position. We saw Bengaluru. Oh,
what could be Ganesh off as well.
Challenge from Ganesh.
And so you've got one more, pal. And you'll be joining Sereno.
That's just a little bit of frustration creeping in. Bengaluru were down to 10 minutes ATK at the weekend, of course, and went on to get a second goal, so they know that Chennai can still pose a threat.
Yeah, and they're just getting a substitute ready, Bengaluru.
Here's Miku. Nice little give and go. Calderon comes across, does just enough, then gives it away to Adanta, trying to go around the outside of Jerry, and in the end it's given away to Karanjit. We're given straight to Karanjit, rather.
Yeah, they've got to get the composure back now, Chennai, and get themselves organised a little bit better. They'll keep you disciplined. There's still plenty of time, even though they're down to 10 men. On the other hand, Bengaluru can afford just to keep the ball and make Chennai chase around after it.
Frustrating for John Gregory as well, having seen his side give a good account of themselves in this second half and create chances, to suddenly find themselves down to 10 men.
Yeah.
Frustration. There's some of the members of the Chennai under-15 team played in the final round in the National Youth League in Goa. BFC were actually in that tournament as well, lost in the semi-finals yesterday. Good to see some of the young talent maybe watching, maybe a few future stars there. There's the opening goal of the game inside the opening 2 minutes. So Boateng's the player that's come off for Bengaluru, and it's Nishu Kumar, the man that's come on to replace him. Mohamed Rafi will be coming on in a moment for Chennai. Raphael trying to burst forward. Good pressure. There's Ganesh. Nelson, good ball. Here's a chance. It's Ganesh who he got the ball caught in his feet. Goes down, penalty! Well, that looked a fairly innocuous challenge. Ganesh seemed to have overrun the ball. Cameras come across and made the challenge, and the referee has deemed it worthy of a penalty. It's one of those you're crying out for Ganesh to hit it first time. He's taken a heavy touch, but he has won his side a penalty, and you can see the fury on the faces of the Bengaluru players. And what a chance for Chennai to go level once again.
First thought, not a penalty. I thought he's tried to check, and both players, as they tried to check, just come together. There was contact on the outside of his right foot. I don't know, because every time you say there's contact in the box, everybody says, well, that's a penalty then. Yeah. So, you know, if there's contact, that's a penalty. You know, try to check out a bit.
JJ from the spot to level things up. Oh, it's a poor penalty. Saved by Gurpreet. What a chance for Chennai. And the man that's normally so reliable when it comes to goal scoring, JJ, has seen his spot kick saved by Gurpreet. Poor penalty.
It was a poor penalty. Surprisingly poor. I think Cabra was a little bit hard done by, but you know, you have to be so careful now as a defender in the 18-yard box, going one-on-one with anybody. If you make any sort of contact, then there's a chance that the referee is going to award a penalty. You're better off just staying out of the way and trying to stay goal side.
Well, Sunil Chetri, the Bengaluru captain, you did see him have a word with Gurpreet. Obviously those two, Chetri and JJ, know each other well from international duty. I wonder exactly what he said to him. Whatever it was, it worked, because he saved the penalty into the near post. Calderon gets a foot in. Now Bengaluru will try and break. It's hooked away by Adanta. Wanan's header. Lovely ball. Here's Thapa. Needs a good cross. Gets a good cross as well. It was a brave header from Ganesh. Good defending from Bengaluru, and now they'll try and break. Chetri. Miku looking to feed it back into Chetri. Not a great ball there by the Venezuelan, and now Chennai can come back at the other end with Raphael. Promises to be a fascinating final 12 minutes or so. That's good play by Francis. Thapa. Good strong challenge by Wanan. Only as far as Raphael though. Here's Ganesh. Takes a sidestep, shot takes a deflection and bounces wide. It'll go for a corner.
Good footwork from Ganesh. Here's a penalty again. No pace on it. Not a lot of disguise. And that is only going to go in if the goalkeeper gambles and goes the other way.
It's great work by Johnson as well, who was the closing defender, made sure that Melson Alves couldn't get a touch to touch the ball in. Jerry. Over Thapa. Be a throw into Bengaluru and a chance to just run a bit of time off the clock.
It was an interesting penalty decision, wasn't it? You can see both players try and check out. You then have to keep out of each other's way. Well, the defender has to keep out of the way of the attacker. He did put his foot in, Cabra, and there was contact made, so it's then down to the referee.
Eric Partalou is the man being replaced by Tony. Another Spaniard coming on for Bengaluru.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I think Partalu's been a rock alongside Dimas in protecting the back four.
Here's Dimas.
Tony Dybala is more of an attacking playmaker.
Foul by Nelson. Touch back by Chetri to Subasic. First touch for Tony. Nishu. Hooked away by Calderon. Comes out off Francis for a Bengaluru throw. And double change coming up for Chennai. Hamer Gavalan is coming on. Tried by Cabra, bounced a little bit awkwardly there for Gurpreet. Away by Mailson. High foot from Jerry.
That's okay, it's just a free kick. Nothing to start getting excited about.
Changes coming there. Rafael Augusto coming off to be replaced by Jaime Gavalan. Hasn't featured too much this season, Gavalan. This is just his 5th appearance off the bench. Did start one game. He's on in that central midfield area for the final 8 minutes or so. Reminder, a victory for Bengaluru puts them 7 points clear at the top of the table. Tony.
Edu Garcia waiting to come on for Bengaluru.
Yet one of the players rested tonight by Albert Roca. Nishu. Nice play, lovely pullback. It comes to Adanta. Didn't set himself at all. It was good play down that far side by the substitute. Not very well executed by Adanta.
I thought it was a nice cutback. I thought it was falling straight into the path of Tony. A very good game, Nelson, tonight.
Yeah, he played well, Nelson. Jude, the Nigerian, is the player that's coming on. Nelson has faded a little bit in the second half. Ian Raphael, though, had a good game. Foul by Gavalan. Dimas has had a good game in midfield tonight for Bengaluru.
Yeah, he's had a big influence on the game. I thought there was always going to be that area of the match tonight. There was going to be the deciding factor.
Gavalan. Calderon. Francis. Good ball in, just too high for JJ. Came off Johnson. Nice touch by Chetri rather. Calderon. Just got the header in before it reaches Miku. Gavalan. Jude. Jerry. Is there to be a twist in this one in the final few minutes? Jude. Johnson across again. Jude has had his hold of his arm. gives away the free kick.
I must say, John Johnson had a splendid game tonight. He did a lot of balls out of the 18-yard box, blocked shots. Picked up a yellow card when he was having a little bit of a problem with Nelson at the start of the second half in one-on-one situations. Edu Garcia just about to enter the field of play. This was a penalty again. Not his best. Gurpreet deciding to go to the right, either with or without the help of captain leader legend. Chetri, might have been his advice, told him to go that way.
Well, maybe we'll find out post-match, but Miku's come off now to be replaced by Edu Garcia. And Chennai have made a final change as well. Thapar has come off. And Germanpreet has come on. Now just under 5 minutes to go. Bengaluru edging closer to a 4th successive win. And a 6th win in 7 matches.
Well, they've done all they can do. You go and win the game.
Germanpreet.
And if they don't do anything silly between now and the end of the match, Bengaluru, like you say, they'll be comfortably at the top. Can afford to start taking a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, the only other home game that Chennai have lost this season was that opening match against Goa. The defeats have come on the road at Mumbai and North East. Vedanta running at Jerry. Might go on his own here, Vedanta. Tony. Good ball forward. Oh, it's a heavy touch from Nishu. Lovely ball through. Just couldn't quite bring it under control.
Yeah, terrific ball from Tony. And credit where it's due. 6th win away from home. If they hold on to this scoreline, Bengaluru, that's not too bad. Just got a bit of work to do. It might be a good 5 minutes extra time added on, maybe a fraction more. All 6 substitutes have been used.
Haven't had too much quality on the Chennai set pieces tonight. Can Gavalan do something about that? Gurpreet with a good punch away. Jerry guides it out to Francis. German. Comes off Dimas Calderon. Ganesh back across the penalty area. Dimas hooks it away. Oh, nice play by Jude.
Go forward.
Gavalan. Mailson almost caught in possession.
Yeah, good strength by Johnson again.
Gavalan. Lovely ball, stood up into the penalty area, but again it's well claimed by Gurpreet.
Yeah, and that's what Gurpreet's good at. That's why I'm surprised he didn't come for the early goal.
Chetri's all on his own here. Had to go for goal. Karanjit makes a comfortable save. And it wasn't great for Chetri.
Yeah, but why give the ball away?
Into the corner.
You know, you're not defending again. You can still be in possession of the ball. I know people will say that's negative, but that's professional.
Attack is the cry from the Super Machans. They're running out of time into the final minute of the 90. This is Dimas. Wanan. Wannan and Johnson have been excellent at the back tonight for Bengaluru. It's the battle of the two top scorers coming up on Friday. There's your hero of the match.
Yeah, I think he's had a super game. I think it's the best 90 minutes I've seen him have so far this season. I always thought it was going to be a bit of a contest between that midfield players, and Rafael Augusto never really had much of a say in the way that Chennai were playing, and I think Delgado Dimas had a fair bit to do with that.
4 minutes added time. So Bengaluru go to FC Goa, or at home rather, to FC Goa on Friday. Here's Chetri through again. Can he wrap it up this time? Nelson Alves gets back and had to do the hard work himself. Chetri once again spurns an opportunity. Great ball from Adanta.
Yeah, super pass. One-on-one against the big centre half. Never quite got his first touch right, so he had to just take another touch and see how he came up off his first touch and hit his knee. It never quite settled for him. And you can see that Nelson Alves, a good challenge, and it should have been a goal kick.
Yeah, it should have been a goal kick. It flicked off Chetri last, so Edu Garcia will utilise this to run a bit of time off. Clay says the assistant. Edu Garcia.
What's the linesman going to do? Book him if he didn't get the ball in play quickly enough?
Well, that one has been given as a goal kick this time. Yeah, the two top scorers going head to head on Friday. FC Goa with 29 goals. Bengaluru have now scored 27. And tomorrow night it's a chance for FC Pune City to try and get themselves back into the, or keep themselves in the mix rather. They would go above Chennai if they can win in Guwahati, if it stays like this. Now, Bengaluru have gone about their job very efficiently tonight.
Yeah, and they have. They were well organised, good variety of set pieces, had corners and free kicks. Made a couple of changes. And credit where it's due. At the moment, if they hold on to this lead, and they've done the job. And the 6th win on the road.
Yeah, after Goa, they do have a week off, so chance to recharge the batteries a little bit with some big games coming to finish the group phase. We go back to talking to Sergio Oliveira the other day, saying he'd rather have the games in hand. Well, I'm sure Albert Rocker will be delighted if his side can hang on for another minute to see them top of the table, 7 points clear, and having reached that magic 30-point mark.
Yeah, Sergio Oliveira also saying now that they have to be tighter at the back than they were in the last game. So
goes without saying
that again. I mean, we have to remember here tonight, Bengaluru, they've been fortunate that JJ took such a woeful penalty that was comfortably saved by Gurpreet. Credit to the keeper. You've always got to say, well, he went the right way, he made the save. Poor penalty though. And then Sereno sort of let his team down by getting involved in something that he didn't need to on the halfway line and picking up a second yellow card. Dante, he's nicked it.
That was a great chance, and surely now
you can't miss this, surely.
Finally, Sunil Chetri gets his goal, having had a couple of half chances in the second half with Chennai pushing forward, but once again Chennai have been caught out the back. It's another Bengaluru goal, and it adds a little bit more comfort to the scoreline for them. They lead by 3 goals to 1, and they're going 7 points clear at the top of the table.
Well, it looked only a matter of time until Sunil Chetri got himself on the score sheet. And there's about to take a few more chances. Not the best back pass from young Jerry. And so he's had his best game, and then Udanta, the only person awake, well, apart from Sunil Chetri. Just the back pass wasn't hit enough, and Udanta showing that pace again, brave enough to go into the goalkeeper. And Sunil, little sidestep shuffle and into the empty net.
So JJ missed his chance to go level with goals on Sunil Chetri earlier on from that penalty, but Chetri continues his excellent scoring run this season, takes him on to 9 for the season. Top Indian goal scorer. It was a goal that came right at the end of a game between the top two in the table. We got off to a fantastic start, just 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock when Boateng scored the opening goal of the game. But a fine header from Francis Fernandez cancelled that one out before half-time. Enrique Sereno was then sent off for Chennai. And they really struggled. They didn't really manage to get back. Miko stabbed one over the line from right on the line to get himself another goal in what's turning into a fantastic season for the Venezuelan. Dimas Delgado there was the hero of the match for an excellent performance in midfield tonight for his team, coming in to replace Edu Garcia. So a nice little birthday present on his 35th birthday today. Smiles all round for those in Leon Green, because Bengaluru have now recorded 4 wins in a row. That goal from Sunil Chetri coming right at the end, which will just help to improve their goal difference a little bit more. And they're now only 1 goal in terms of goals scored behind the team they play next on Friday. That's FC Goa. Miku stabbed over the line. It was right on the line when he hit the ball, having been pushed back by Karanjit. But a fine performance by Bengaluru, who got off to a flyer, and they never really looked back from that opening goal inside the opening 2 minutes. They now go 7 points clear at the top of the table. The West Block Blues haven't had too far to travel for this Southern derby, but it's they that are heading back after seeing another fine performance on the road from their team. 2 away wins in a row, 3 away wins out of 4. It's all going in the right direction for Albert Rocker in Bengaluru's inaugural season in the Hero Indian Super League. Wanan, Partalu, Johnson, they all played their part tonight. So confirmation of the goal scorers. Boateng with the opener after 2 minutes. Francis cancelled that out 12 minutes before half-time. Miku stabbed over the line. Chetri scored in the 4th minute of added time. JJ missed a penalty for Chennai, and Enrique Sereno was sent off. The full-time score at the Marina Arena: Chennai 1, Bengaluru 3.